For 13 seasons on NCIS, Tony DiNozzo was the king of the old school. He was the guy who relied on gut instinct, street smarts, and a seemingly infinite mental library of classic film noir tropes. If you asked Tony back then what his favorite gadget was, he'd probably point to his service pistol or his perfectly tailored Italian loafers. But as we head into the new spinoff, Tony and Ziva, things have changed. Tony isn't just a federal agent anymore. He's a high-stakes private security mogul in Paris. The world has moved on, and Tony has had to move with it. Today, we're breaking down the ultimate clash in Tony's arsenal, the cutting-edge tech of the 2020s versus the very special agent instincts that kept him alive for decades. Which one will be the key to his survival in Europe? To understand where Tony is going, we have to remember where he started. Tony's old-school instincts were forged in the Baltimore PD and sharpened under the stoic, low-tech tutelage of Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Tony was a master of the interview. He could read a suspect's micro-expressions, find a hidden door by tapping on a wall, and track a lead through pure shoe-leather detective work. He didn't need a supercomputer when he had his probies and his intuition. This was the era of the head slap and the paper case file. These instincts are deeply ingrained. They are his muscle memory. In a world of digital noise, Tony's ability to see the human element, the lie, the twitch, the hidden motive, remains his most lethal weapon. But in the high-tech underworld of modern-day Europe is a sharp eye enough to stay ahead of an invisible enemy. Enter Tony DiNozzo 2.0. In the years since leaving DC, Tony has been running a high-end security firm. This isn't just mall cop stuff. We're talking about elite protection for the world's most powerful people. To do that job, Tony has had to embrace the gadgets. We're talking about AI-driven surveillance, encrypted communication channels that even the NSA would struggle to crack, and perhaps even some James Bond-level hardware. In the teaser trailers, we see a Tony who is comfortable with high-tech interfaces and sophisticated tracking systems. He's traded the Rule 40 notebook for a tablet. This new Tony is prepared for a war fought in the cloud and on the dark web. He understands that in 2026, you don't just find a bug under a table, you find a breach in a firewall. This technological glow-up makes him a formidable player on the international stage, but it also creates a new vulnerability. Anything that can be turned on can be hacked. The real magic of the spin-off will be seeing what happens when those shiny new gadgets fail. The official synopsis tells us Tony's company is attacked. Imagine Tony and Ziva on the run, their bank accounts frozen, their GPS tracked, and their high-tech comms compromised. This is where the old-school instincts come back into play. When the drones are hunting them through the streets of Budapest, Tony won't be looking at a screen. He'll be looking at the shadows. He'll be remembering the lessons from Gibbs. This is the DiNozzo paradox. The tech gets him the information, but his gut tells him if it's a trap. We're going to see Tony using high-tech drones for reconnaissance, but then finishing the job with a classic, improvised move he learned 20 years ago. It's this fusion of the old and the new that makes him the ultimate protector for Tali and Ziva. Finally, we have to talk about how Tony's gadgets complement Ziva's phantom skills. While Ziva is moving through the physical shadows, Tony is clearing the digital ones. He provides the eye in the sky, while she provides the blade in the dark. It's the perfect partnership. Tony has evolved from the class clown who couldn't handle an MP3 player into a tech-savvy warrior who knows that the best tool is the one you know how to use when everything goes wrong. So, which do you think is more important for the new show? The high-tech gadgets or the old-school Gibbs-era instincts? Personally, I think it's the combination that makes Tony truly special. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We are just getting started with our deep dives into the Tony and Ziva spinoff. If you want more analysis on the gear, the lore, and the return of our favorite agents, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This channel is powered by fans like you, so if you enjoyed this breakdown, consider sending a small star gift. It helps us keep the research going and the videos high quality. Thanks for watching, and remember, always watch your back, especially in Paris. See you in the next one.